So hello, I'm Hilo Shadunbekova and this is my solution for assignment number 8.
So, hello Professor, I'm Hilola and I'm solving assignment number 8. So, in this assignment, this problem statement is given to print pyramid on output screen on C++. So, as you mentioned on your last video, Professor, everyone has its own logic to solve it, and this is mine. It can be different from others. This is more easier for me to understand. So first I will write include a stream using namespace. Then of course main function. Parentheses and brace. Now integer n equals to 5. So n is an integer variable set to number of rows. Now first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. These are number of rows in our pattern. This n defines these numbers in our pyramid. Next, character, a letter, and A. A is starting letter. These are variables initialized to A, the starting letter of this pattern. This variable will be used to print each letter in the pattern and will be incremented to print next letter in the alphabet each row. Now I will start my loops. This is my outer loop to control rows. So for first I will write and then explain, Professor. Okay, parentheses integer I equals to 1. So I less than or equal to n. Now then I plus parentheses and brace. So this outer loop controls the number of rows, these rows, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1 to 5. So integer I equals to 1 initializes I to 1. This variable I, this keeps track the current row number. Second, I less than or equal n sets the condition for loop. The loop will keep running as long as I is less than or equal to n. In this case, n equals to 5. So the loop will run 5 times. 1 to 5. So for example, I equals to 1. The loop will print the first row. I equals to 2. The loop will print the second row, and so till 5. So now I will write first inner loop. So purpose of this loop is printing spaces. So for parentheses integer j equals I j less than n j plus parentheses braces cout space. So the purpose of this loop is to print spaces in our pattern, in this pattern. So integer j equals I initializes g to I, the current row of number. J less than n sets the condition, so this loop will run as long as j is less than n. So for each row I, this loop prints n minus I spaces. For example, n minus I. For example, when row is I minus 1, first row. J starts from 1 and the loop will run 4 times since n equals to 5. For example, 5 minus 1 equals to 4. On the first row there are 4 spaces. When I equals to 2, 5 number of rows minus 2 equals to 3. There are 3 spaces in our second row. 1, 2, 3. So when I equals to 3, 5 minus 3 equals to 2. There are 2 spaces in our third line, 1, 2. So until 5 it is like that. Now I will write my second inner loop. This loop is for printing characters in each row in this pyramid, printing these letters. Purpose of this loop is this. For parentheses integer k, k is character, okay, equals to 1, k less or equal to parentheses 2 multiplied I minus 1 k plus plus. So cout letter and then letter. So the purpose of the loop is to print characters for each row. Number of characters depends on the number of rows. So this formula describes how many times the letter should be printed to each row. Now I will explain. For example, when I equals to 1, 2 multiplied 1 and minus 1, it equals to 1. So the loop runs 1 time and prints a one time, only one. You see, 1 letter. So when I equals to 2, 2 multiplied 2 minus 1 equals to 2 multiplied 4 minus 1, it will be 3. So the loop runs 3 times and prints b 3 times, you see. So for I equals to 3, it will be 2 multiplied 3 minus 1. So it will be 6 minus 1, 5. So the loop runs 5 times. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 C letter. So it goes on until 5 like that. So I am done with my all 3 loops. I don't have another. So now I will show how to move to the next letter and next line. So letter plus plus. It increments the variable to the next letter in the alphabet. So each row starts with new letter. You see A, B, C, D. It is for that. Next, so cout and line. So this moves the output to the next line. So when we are done with code and on our output screen, Visual Studio, each row is printed on a new line. You see we have 5 rows. It shouldn't be like that, but like that on every new row. So that's all, I think. And one more thing, Professor, you draw table line of number spaces on your video, but I forgot to write it because I really didn't need it. But for demo, of course, I will show how to write it. So how to create the table. Yes, create the table. So first is line number of spaces, and third is letter number. We have 5 rows, so I will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of spaces, we should count only from left, so that's why we'll count from left. On the first line we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. We will write 4, and the letter only 1. So second row we have 1, 2, 3 spaces and 3 letters. On the third row we have only 2 spaces, 2 letters are 5. So fourth row we have only 1 space and 7 letters. On the last we have no spaces. You see, we will write 0 and 9 letters. So that's all, professor. Thank you for your attention.